Hello classmates. Today I would like for you as my audience to understand how important and beneficial it is for us to do more to end poverty and world hunger. According to the Hunger Project, there are currently 821 million people that do not have enough to eat. 60% of this number are women, and 328 million children are also living in extreme poverty. I believe it's fair to say that we have all experienced a short period of hunger. Whether you skip breakfast in the morning and you don't have a chance to eat until 7 p.m. that night, or maybe you are experiencing a shortage of money and you don't have the option to go out and buy groceries. But now imagine living your life like that. I became interested in this topic at a young age. I grew up the second oldest of 5 children with just my mom supporting us. We had our struggles, of course, but I would never compare our struggles to other areas of the world. I'm passionate about this topic because I constantly see the amount of waste Americans put out, which could really benefit other areas of the world. You may even benefit a neighbor down the street. Americans waste extremely large portions of food each day that could be donated to those in need. A study conducted in April of this year stated that 150,000 tons of food is wasted from U.S. houses each day. This number is equal to 1/3 of our daily calorie intake. Americans are beginning to increase their fruit and veggie intake with the intention of becoming healthy, but are the #1 cause of waste in America. They purchase fruits and veggies but throw most of them away. Americans are also popular for wasting large portions of dairy and meat. Food banks are located all around the world, where you are able to donate food items that are still good to eat. Some even come to you to collect these canned good items. There are fundraisers conducted all over the world with the goal of collecting as many cans as possible. It is possible for us to make a change to the entire world simply by making it a routine to donate items that we don't use. There are a lot of wealthy personnel in our lives, in our society, such as celebrities, the government officials, that have such large amounts of money that they will never be able to spend in their lifetime. There are people with bank accounts that are reaching all the ways into the millions and still increasing. While down the street, there are also families struggling to keep milk and bread in their houses. Celebrities such as Floyd Mayweather, a well-known and one of the highest paid athletes today, spends thousands of dollars each year on boxers he only wears once. Famous actor Leonardo DiCaprio lives in a $10 million home when he's not traveling the world. Research conducted in November of last year explained the wage gaps in our world today. The difference between each income family, middle, upper, and lower, are the highest level ever recorded. The median wealth of Black households was 10 times less than white households. Hispanics had 10 times less as white households. The economy is becoming more and more expensive, and in some areas, the resources people need, such as jobs, government assistance, transportation, etc., are not available. Also, in areas like this, there is very little help provided to improve the quality of their living. There are families and motivated individuals in our world that are willing to work in order to support themselves, but are unable to due to the lack of resources in their environment. An example of this is areas such as Africa. These areas are considered extremely poor and undeveloped because there are a limited number of jobs, so many people are unemployed and unable to support their families. People, including children, are dying every day from illnesses that have a cure. Due to the lack of money and lack of transportation in these areas, they are unable to obtain their medication, and a lot of them must go without their medication or medical assistance, and a lot of them must suffer or even pass away. Our economy is becoming more and more expensive. Some families with 2 incomes are still finding it hard to make ends meet with the growing rate of mortgages and healthcare. Families living off of income find themselves off of 1 income, find themselves having to rely on government assistance, which may help but is never really enough. So to conclude, poverty and world hunger are world issues that are steadily increasing in importance but are often looked over. Throughout my speech today, we have covered the amount of waste Americans produce each day, the amount of money celebrities and other government officials waste on a daily basis, and how our economy is becoming more and more expensive for those of low-income families and also in some middle-class families. The next time you prepare yourself to toss something in the trash or waste money on a ridiculous purchase, think about the benefits you could have on someone whose life is currently not in a good state. Take the time to look through your cabinets and donate any items you may have that aren't and you aren't interested in but are still in good date. Or if you're able to donate money to a local food bank. A little goes a long way in circumstances like this.